The brush clearance unit for the Los Angeles City Fire Department is a unit within the Fire Prevention Bureau that looks at all the properties, whether they are developed with houses or whether they're vacant land, that all reside within a fire hazard severity zone. And that zone is required to be inspected for compliance with the state law for brush clearance annually. We facilitate those inspections to make sure that every fire season, the community and the constituents are safe from wildfire. The start of every season in brush clearance begins with an informational mailer. A lot of people get this confused with a notice. It's not a notice, it's not a violation, it's information. None of that information is being enforced. And when I say enforced, we are not citing a violation. We're not giving you a fiscal penalty for non-compliance. It's to get everyone involved. Start changing your thinking on the way brush clearance has been done for the last 60 years. The previous model for brush clearance has always been an assessment of your property within 200 feet of a structure. Everything from maintaining your grass and weeds down to 3 inches, maintaining 10 feet of roadside clearance, taking an assessment of trees, making sure they're lifted 6 feet off the ground, making sure you have 5 feet of vertical clearance over a roof. Why 5 feet? That's for us. If something happens, we need to get on that roof and have it be unobstructed. If you are unsure what all of those clearance requirements are, you can go on to vms3.org, click on the tab that says clearance requirements. You will see 14 items that are bulleted. Those are all of the clearance requirements that are in effect. That is what you are responsible for in 2025. The CAL FIRE maps have been around since 2014. That was the last time they were updated. That map has now been updated by the state. This new model uses science-based technology to drive a new map. This new map encompasses data that accounts for fire embers, it accounts for fire behavior, previous fire history, topography, all things that we here internally in the LA City Fire Department know about, but have not been part of generating the map until now. And it is now identified as a fire hazard severity zone. And that zone is broken up into 3 different zones. Everything from a moderate to high and very high. The very high zone for the city of Los Angeles has expanded about 20,000 properties. But when you account for the high and the moderate, we're looking at adding an additional 16 million acres of property in the city of Los Angeles. A lot of this is going to take place on the east side of the city. We're also seeing a lot of it in the valley as you push north down to Ventura Boulevard. You'll also see it in Hollywood as you push south down to Sunset. So if you're looking at the state's data right now and you find yourself in an area that hasn't been inspected before, don't worry, you are okay in 2025. We are not coming out to inspect those properties until 2026. All of the changes that we've talked about, the changes to the fire hazard severity zone map with the moderate high, the very high, having the conversations about looking at your property in a different way, none of those changes are taking effect until 2026. Everything that you have been doing for your properties in 2024 and previously is the same requirements in 2025.